Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. Now we in between last episode and now we have discovered the things that we can discover. We are going to pick up a load. We need to go that way. We're going to pick up a load going to St. Joseph, Missouri. Now we did go ahead and buy the garage here. Took out the $100,000 loan. So loan installments, excuse me, have gotten bigger. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. Now, this is going to be our second video of the Missouri event. We have got 47 miles to go pick up our load, but we are going to St. Joseph and we are going to be making around 2,500 for this load. Yeah, 2,500 for this load. So we got to go across town to get our load. So let's head over there, get our load. We do have, we did discover the recruitment agency and the dealership here. I did that off camera just because it was a lot of driving. But we are going to be going to St. Joseph, Missouri, I believe is. Yeah, we're taking ammonia. So, dangerous load. I probably need to get over here just to be on the safe side. But we'll go get this load. We'll get it delivered. I do need. It's not a very long trip. 200 something, 300 something miles maybe. Really would like to rest if we can. Don't know if there's any place that we can rest in between here and where we pick up our load. I should have done that already. Wasn't thinking about it. Trying to get going, get these loads. I'm kind of excited about Missouri. But anyway, so we are going to pick up this load to go to St. Joseph, and we got plenty of fuel. We still have 1,000 miles on fuel. But we do have one state or one city down, and we will be knocking another one. And we'll probably, I don't know if we'll be going through another town we haven't discovered yet, but I know we've already been through Columbia. We may be going back through Columbia. But regardless, we still have to deliver to every city in Missouri, and we'll just have to go. So we know we've got St. Louis, we're working on St. Joseph, and we'll just have to keep getting different cities in Missouri. Hopefully the external contracts will be friendly to us. Alright, I don't know what's up with that car, but I am not going to wait for Hummer. Alright, y'all just going to have to wait. I already committed, so. Alright. Let's get over here to our, so we do own the garage here in St. Louis. We don't have a truck here yet. Because that is, we need another 100-ish thousand to be able to get a truck for Missouri, but we will do that while we're in Missouri. Hopefully we will get our first truck for the St. Louis garage, but I did go ahead and purchase it Like I said, we just got to go over here, get our load, get to St. Joseph. Come on, light. But we do have a garage here. Now, I could relocate to St. Louis. And that would leave us 2 slots in Wichita, but I think we're just going to save the Wichita slot for when we buy a new truck. And then once we, when we have enough money to buy a truck, we'll probably just put it in St. Louis. And I'm just going to stay based out of Wichita for a while. At least until we get our new truck, and then we may move to a different garage at that point. But that's level 30. We're not there yet, so got a little bit of time. Alright, let's get our load here. A little bit further. Here to Dow, it looks like. Open sesame. Security check. Okay. I may proceed. Alright, where's our load? It's that one over there on the end. Let's go ahead and switch our view here. Now we did make an upgrade to the truck as well. Heavy cargo should not be an issue for us for a while. We should be able to haul just about anything now. We do need to upgrade our engine in this thing to be able to really haul the heavy stuff, but we did get a bigger chassis. St. Joe's, so 351 miles for this trip, $2,500. Going across the state. I think this town may be the northernmost town in Missouri. I'm not sure, but find out when we get there. And like I said, when we get there, we're gonna get there at 1 a.m. unless we can find a place to sleep, which I would really like to do, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. But if we can find a gas station / rest area that is where we don't really have to get off the road a whole lot, we will do that. If not, we'll just wait till we get there and we'll drive at night. Like I said, we did buy a bigger chassis because I wanted to be able to take the heavier loads. pretty much are maxed out on heavy cargo now, I think. Now this truck could use a bigger motor. Alright. What we got here? Alright, let's get on down the road. Like I said, if we can find a rest area that's close by, right off the interstate, we will do that. But if not, we'll just keep driving. Realistically, we should be stopping to rest. But I'm not going to go out, like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way to get to a rest area. Hopefully we will come across one soon that is on the side of the road. But we may just drive through the night, get this load done. Not a fan of driving at night, but I will do it if I have to. There's a rest area, but it's not easy to get to, so we're not gonna fool with it. We're just gonna keep on rolling. I guess it is kind of easy to get to. Should we? We probably should. Yeah, let's do it. We'll go rest, and then we should be able to get back on the interstate with no problem here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and rest. It is right here off the road, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll get us some sleep. And come on, car. Can't see this big truck coming in. Alright, so let's get right over here so we can rest. Let's see, the rest area is over there. Go ahead and sleep. Alright, and we got some more money coming in. We're up to 49,000. Alright, let's get this road on the show. Alright, so we got 299 miles to go. When we get there, we'll see if there is anything discoverable for us. But we do now own a garage in St. Louis, Missouri. And like I said, we're about, 70, 80,000 away from being able to buy a truck to put in that garage. And hopefully we'll make enough while we're here to do that. I don't foresee that being a problem, us getting our first truck in our St. Louis garage while we're actually still in Missouri. But our loan installment has gone up now, because we borrowed we borrowed $50,000 twice. So our loan installment is going up, but that's okay. I mean, that's the cost of growing. We have to spend money to make money. Let's go ahead and get over here. About 280 miles to go to St. Joseph, Missouri. That'll be number 2 out of 12 that we have to deliver for the event. Like I said, we will be having 2 videos per day until the event's done. Normally, I had basically stopped putting out videos on Sundays, but I should have enough time to get 2 videos out for Sunday, and they will both be ATS. So, get some extra videos this week because of the event. We'll probably do an episode every day. If I get to... Okay, I'm just going to say, we just waited this thing just coming into town. 2 episodes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That will knock out 6 of our loads, and then we'll do an episode every day until we're finished. So, not going to do 2 episodes every day, but we will do an episode every day until we finish the Missouri event. And then once we get done in Missouri, we will head back out west and start trying to knock out those states that we were working toward. Now, there are a few states that we can go through to get there, and it just depends on what kind of load. There's another 2,500, puts us over $52,000. And our loan installment will be coming in about the time we make this delivery. But we are getting paid $2,500 for this one. So, we're basically going to break even for the day, unless more drivers come in, which, is what it is. But once we get up to about 110 to 120,000, we'll look at getting a truck for our St. Louis garage. Get a driver in there and get them started. Like I said, we're gonna get Missouri completely done. We're gonna get all the I'm not worried about the little photo op places and landmarks and stuff like that. We're just gonna worry about getting all the recruitment agencies and dealerships here. We're not gonna get the ones that are off the road on the way, but when we go to whatever town we're delivering to, we will discover those things before we pick up a load. Now, hopefully, after we make this delivery in the next episode, we'll be able to get a load in the same day. We should. If we stay in Missouri, we should, and hopefully we'll be able to get a load going to a city we haven't done to yet. But here we are, in Missouri. Cited, it dropped on the 3rd. These videos are coming out on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, probably. Like I said, we'll have one every day. I'm going to do my best to get 2 out for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then 1 for Monday through probably Monday the whole week. We'll probably just do ATS, kind of celebrate Missouri. We'll probably just do a video every day, all the way through the week until next Saturday. Like I said, normally I'm not putting out videos on Sundays anymore, but since the event's going on, I'm going to try to get the extra recordings done so we can have those for Sunday. We are going back through Columbia. I figured we would. I don't know if there's anything discoverable here. I wasn't paying attention when we came through the first time, but if there is, we'll get it when we deliver to Columbia. But anyway, we do have Missouri now. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a while. They have been talking about it for quite some time. Of course, we still have Iowa, Illinois, and Louisiana that they're working on as well. Don't know which one of those will be next. But hopefully they won't take as long to put that one out as they did for Missouri, because it's really exciting for me to go to new places. And Missouri is actually a state that I've been in quite a few times. I've been to St. Louis, I've been to Branson, I've been to Kansas City. I have been to baseball games in St. Louis. I've been to baseball games in Kansas City, and I've also been to Branson twice. It's where me and my wife went on our honeymoon. So I like Missouri. Missouri is a familiar state to me. It is the show me state. If you don't know, Missouri is the show me state. That is the achievement we are working on, but we're also working on the event. So, but anyway, like I said, we will be putting out extra videos this week of ATS to celebrate Missouri coming out, and get the Missouri event completed in this week. If we should be able to get it done at some point, but even if we get the event done, I'm still going to put out a video every day of ATS this week because of it. Now, once we get the event done, we will head back west and try to get over to the California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona area, those states that we haven't completed, and then we will move up into like Seattle, Idaho, Oregon, Wyoming, whatever else, start knocking off cities. And then once we get all the cities knocked out, which, I mean, we're a long way away from, still have like 12, I think, in California, and several scattered throughout. But once we get all the cities knocked out, we will just start taking big loads to start really getting that XP down, and also getting our but I think these Missouri event things are giving more XP than normal, so we may gain a level or two while we're here in Missouri. But we have 10 more loads after this one to do in Missouri, and I'm hoping by the time we're done doing those loads, we will have enough money to buy our first truck for our St. Louis garage that was just purchased, because it would be nice to get a truck out on the road and start making some of that money back since we took out that loan. Now, I could pay back the $50,000 loan, the one that we took out, but it doesn't make sense to pay it off and leave ourselves with just a little bit of money. So I think I'm just going to wait until we buy a truck, and then I may consider paying off those 2 loans to get our loan payment back down to $6,000. But we'll see how it goes. I think getting a truck in our new garage that we purchased is probably the best way to go. and we need to upgrade that garage as well, which is another 75,000. But for now, we are set up pretty good. Looks like we may be turning up here. I'm going to get in this lane. What is up with these cars just slowing down like that, man? Yeah, I do need to get over. So we're gonna be getting on the I-70 down here to St. Joseph and Des Moines. But we ain't going to Des Moines. If we end up in Des Moines, we have really missed our target. Yeah, I don't even think we can get to Des Moines yet. It's in Iowa. But if we do, something's wrong. Alright, so yeah, just a little ways to go here, 90 miles to St. Joseph, or to our destination in St. Joseph. And we are going to be going this way. But we will head back toward the California area now. I'm not gonna say we're just gonna take a load to California or to, wherever. If we can get a city in between here in California that we haven't been to, we'll definitely take that route. If we can. It just really, like I said, but we're just gonna head toward California from Missouri when we get through. Knocking out as many states on the way as we can. Not gonna say we're just gonna head straight to California. We might. I doubt it. It's gonna have to be a long trip from here. But it may be in the cards if we can get a long load going toward California. I don't want to go back down into Texas. I'd rather just kind of go straight across the state or the states if possible, to kind of cut out some mileage. But again, it just depends on if we can get a load going to a city we haven't been to that heads that way. Of course, there are several state routes we can choose. We could go through Nebraska, we could go through Kansas, we could go through Wyoming, and keep going that way, Colorado, or we could go like down into Oklahoma and then through New Mexico, Arizona. But we are complete with New Mexico, so I really want to try to get, like I said, cities we haven't been. We are trying to just knock out states. I want to get all the cities done. I mean, that's just where I'm at. Let's see. Let's get over here. Alright, so we're 40 miles away. Now, this was a little bit shorter of a load, but we're going to do a load per episode unless they're less than 200 miles. And we can get another, load for 200 miles, even if it's a city we've been to. But yeah, this one was a little over 300, so a little shorter video for the second video. But I mean, the purpose of this is to get us through the deliveries that we need. Like I said, if we can get a short one, that's fine, we'll do that. In the next episode, we may do 2 loads, it just depends. We probably will if we get a short one. I mean, hopefully we can get one that we can finish in the same day, so we don't have to rest again before we deliver. But again, that just depends on what's available. We are about to be in St. Joseph, and we are going to not take this one but the next one. Be doing the loop-de-loop-de-loop. Let's go ahead and slow down. Don't want to be going too fast into these. Especially with ammonia. We don't want to flip this thing, for sure. go. 10 more miles. We're coming up on St. Joseph now. There we go. Let's go ahead and edge over. Can't tell if we're going to be turning off of the interstate. Yeah, looks like we will. It's just to be here. It's funky interchanges. I love them. Looks like we do have a dealership here. We're coming up on our destination here. Go through this gate here. Let's see where they want us to put this trailer. Alright, so right in there. We'll make this kind of easy. Let's go ahead and continue, and let's drive. Let's find where there is discoverables. Alright, so there is a Kenny dealership. I don't see anything else, so let's head over there. Open sesame. We'll get over to the Kenworth dealership, and then we'll probably go ahead and refuel here too. Looks like there's fuel and all that all in the same place, so go ahead and refuel. We won't sleep because we should be able to get a load that we can complete in this day, hopefully. Next episode. But we'll go ahead and discover the Kenny dealership. Go ahead and refuel. Discovered at Kenworth. Across the road over here in Phillip. And that's where we're going to leave it. And this is your Kind of Do It. Appreciate everybody being with me here today. And if you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow. I do appreciate all the support that y'all have given me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.